Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Gran Turismo 4 Let's Play. Last time we took on, I believe, the snow tracks, and in this episode we're going to be going back to the professional events. If I can, there we go. So let's see what we got next. Tuning Car Grand Prix, and it looks like no restrictions. I don't think we're gonna, what's it called, win this in a rally car, so I'm gonna go back real quick to home and see what cars I have to choose from. So let's see. Um, this Golf, the Supra would be pretty good, or maybe a Ford GT. Let's bring back out the Ford Supra, the Supra, not the Ford Supra, Toyota Supra. Because why not? Anyways, let's get out of here and go to the professional events where we can go to the Car Grand Prix. Oh, hold on. I think this is the first, yeah, this is the first championship that we have. Championships are basically where you have to go through the races, like all the races in a cup. You have to go through them in one giant, like just rush. And there's not really much of a, it's a bit loud in my ear, and we're a bit under-equipped to handle this race. But, oh yeah, I don't think we're ready to handle this race yet. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I don't think we're ready to handle this race, but championships are basically where you have to do all the races in like one giant no, let's just abandon. I withdraw. I think you have to withdraw twice to actually lead the championship, I think. Or never mind. Okay. Championships are basically where you just do the races in one giant series, and I believe the only real reason why you would do championships over just the races in general is just because you can get yourself a what the hell am I doing? You can get yourself a big prize at the end. As you see, it was like 20,000, I think. Oh, I already have sports tires. Maybe I should upgrade to racing. Hmm. Well, let me see. Alright, let's go back and see if these tires can help us at all. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the championship. I will be doing championships instead of just races in general. Because I do think we need just the extra little amount of money. Okay, will tires help? Yes, they will greatly help. Okay, let's go. Also, I don't know if this is the first time we've seen Apricot Raceway, but um, pretty sure this is the first time we've done a championship, unless it's just a random cup that was in beginner events that I just forgot about. I think this is the first championship we've had to do. Overall with championships, you don't want to aim, well, you want to aim for first, but if you get enough points, you can just kind of skip races. But I will not be doing that because I want to get first in all these and get up the prize car at the end. Because I'm pretty sure if you don't get first on all the tracks, you just don't get a prize car. First to the championship just means you get the little bonus prize at the end, like a bonus sum of money. So let's see, these tires are helping greatly, but there's one guy up front that's giving us a little bit of problems. Okay. I'm just gonna give myself problems. See, the straightaway will help me at all. Alright, I'm gonna say that maybe the Supra isn't probably the best pick for this. I don't think it's suited for the type of racing that this is going to be requiring. Just on the first track alone, it's sliding everywhere. It's like, it's just not probably going to work out. So that means I'm going to have to change over, and there's like one other car I can think of that may work for this, and I'm sure you could guess already, but for those who can't, it's gonna be the Ford GT. Otherwise, that is the only supercar that I have because it was pretty cheap. So let's go ahead and switch over to the GT if I can find it. Actually, never mind. Not the only supercar. How about the best supercar? The CN. I don't think I've actually driven this thing in this Let's Play before, which is a shame because it is my favorite car. Well, one of my favorite cars of all time, and we've never driven it before. So let's go back in there and see what we can do. Sorry if you hear me like blowing my nose or just rubbing my nose a lot. The allergy season has kicked in, and it's kicked in very hard. I've just been miserable for like, I've been just like miserably stricken with allergies for like a long time. Now, like anytime I go outside for a little bit of time and come back in, like I'll just be rubbing my eyes a lot. I have itchy eyes, but nose will be all stuffy. It's horrible, but what's it called? Spring is about to be over and summer's about to kick in soon. And with that, I'll be able to record more and just be able to do a lot more in general. Because I won't be stuck inside because of allergies. Anyway, CN, it may not have the best handling, but it definitely has the power to catch back up to these guys. And I don't know if you see it or not, but pretty much every car in this competition, I believe, is going to be cars that come from like the upgrade parts manufacturers. Like that, this Skyline right here, I'm pretty sure comes from Nismo. If I could catch a look at it, I think that's the Nismo Skyline. The S2000 comes from Spoon. I didn't check any of the other cars, but I'm pretty sure the Rough is just that. It's a Rough. It's not a Porsche. It's a difference from Porsche. So that means legally they can keep it in. And that's another thing about that's something I want to bring up about Gran Turismo before, is that there are certain car brands that they just couldn't get the licensing for, so that's why they're kind of absent from the game. Like, notably, it's mainly like Ferrari, because Ferrari, actually, no, I don't think Ferrari's in here anyway. Ferrari is like a major car manufacturer, and it's just nowhere to be found in Gran Turismo before, mainly because they couldn't get the licensing for it. Another one that was kind of minor at the time was Lamborghini. Lamborghini was not nearly as popular as it is now, but even back then, it was still a really influential car brand. Because it still had stuff like the Miura, the Countach, the Diablo. All those cars were at the time of this game's release in like 2004. And I learned I should probably stay on the track. Anyways, Lamborghini and Ferrari's like just exclusions from this game are just licensing problems that were just unfortunate because those two car brands probably some of the more influential when it comes to stuff like supercars. And instead we get stuck with stuff like oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. It's just real quick. It's a bot call. You know, your number just gets put on a list and they call you and they're like, hey, would you like to review this order from Amazon? And it's just like, no, I didn't buy this. Can you stop calling me? And then another one calls you on a different number from a different region of the world. And it's just like, oh my god. Hey, he drove off the track. That means I'm able to catch up. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, straight away gets to be the time to actually catch up. Okay, let's see. So like I was saying, Ferrari and Lamborghini's exclusion for this game was pretty devastating, but we did get other influential car brands like Jaguar, Mercedes, let's see, BMW is another important one. We got Ford, Chevy, a ton of other car brands that are pretty influential to the entire history of cars. But specifically Ferrari and Lamborghini being excluded was pretty major. Another one that's pretty major was Porsche. Porsche is not in here, but the kind of like offshoot of Porsche, Rough is in here. Whereas how they got a few Porsche models in here, except they're Roughs, they're not Porsches. So we're gonna take second, but I will doing second in the first race of a championship isn't that bad. You'll just have to get first a couple of times to make up the points for that. And besides, Apricot Raceway is not really my best track that I drive on, so it's not really that bad of a problem, if you know what I mean. I'll still get points for second place. It's not as good as first. And I will have to come back specifically to Apricot to get first. Just to get the prize card, but as you can see, 6 points to 10. It's a pretty major difference. Especially since second to third is only a 2-point difference. So our second track is going to be Fuji Speedway 90s. And it's just one of the ones with the... sorry. The game might be loud for you, but the game is definitely loud as hell for me. And I'm pretty sure this is a version of Fuji Speedway with the shortcut. So off of the like car exclusion thing, what else is there to talk about? Oh, I went to go see the Mario movie recently, and John Wick 4. I went to go see those two movies recently, and I just gotta say, John Wick 4 is genuinely like one of the best action movies I've ever seen, and the Mario movie was just a pretty fun movie in general. Give me a second. Okay. Anyways, John Wick 4 was such a good movie, dude. All the action scenes were just pristine. The choreography was on point. Keanu Reeves was probably at his best right there, especially with the action. And my god, the brakes on this thing are pretty bad. Anyways, Keanu Reeves, he was at his best in John Wick 4. His choreography was insane. Yeah, oh, this version is a shortcut. Anyways, there was one fight scene or action scene in particular I thought was really cool because it kind of looked like just a scene straight out of like a game like Hotline Miami. There's a top-down action scene where he just had like a Dragon Breath shotgun. He was just shooting and shooting. It was so cool, dude. I don't know if it's in theaters anymore, but if there's one movie I would recommend you watch, it would probably be John Wick 4. And after that, I went to go see the Mario movie. And the Mario movie, you know, it's Mario. There's not really a lot of like, well, there is lore. It's just not like on a deep level. So, you know, it's kind of just like, it's the Mario movie. I mean, like, it's fun. It's kind of poorly paced, but that's okay because it's just filled with references that only a Nintendo nerd like me would understand. And I say that as I'm playing a game made by a Sony company on a Sony console. And it's being recorded by PC. But no, I am a Nintendo nerd. What's it called? I got some of the references. I didn't notice all of the. Oh my god! I need to learn to just hit the brakes every once in a while. Anyways, the Mario movie is just filled with references that I understood, and people kept asking questions during the movie. I didn't really like that. But other than that, it was pretty good. I guess on that note, I could try to talk. Get out the way, dude. Whoa. Anyways, I could kind of talk about like the ideal movie watching experience for me. It's like it's in a theater because it's loud. You can hear everything. It's a pretty big screen. But a movie theater that's just like a normal movie theater without any like babies, and not one that are like you have to order food or you can order food at the theater. Because I don't understand why theaters like that exist. Like midway through the movie, you'll just see the staff walking around, and they get in the way of like watching the movie. It's just annoying, and like you could just eat before the movie or after the movie. And overall, like movie theaters like that, like Alamo Drafthouse or Flicks Brew House, whatever it was called, the one I went to watch the movie in. Theaters like that are just pretty inconvenient. Like, I don't really understand why you'd want to go and order food during the movie. Like, just have some popcorn, candy, and a drink, and you're fine. But instead, I have to order my food before I have to order my food during the movie so I could eat because I'm hungry. I don't feel like spending money at a restaurant. Overall, I don't understand movie theaters like that. My ideal movie experience would be like in a theater where there's no babies. It's just a normal movie theater where I got stuff like popcorn, just a drink, and the candy of my choice, and a good movie. And it's pretty cool, so I can wear a hoodie, so I can be comfy, and it'd be overall pretty good. The only thing about that is I may fall asleep during the movie, but that's okay. Especially since I came first over the roof CTR 2. Anyway, let's hope every track after this one is going to be just as easy as Fuji Speedway. CR 10,000. Yippee! Alright, so just like that, I already made up the point difference. And as you can see, it's pretty big. The opera performance as 2000 that came first last time fell from grace and managed to get down to the last. I don't know what happened, but that's the way it is. Ooh, I love Tokyo Art 246. Mainly because you could wall ride on it a lot, but I'll try not to do that a lot. So let's go ahead and get some drafts in. And let's go. Just straight up spawn out a car. Doesn't matter. Anyways. So besides the ideal movie experience, the ideal movie for me would be like an action movie. Maybe like a newer one or an older one. like nobody for like a newer one, or John Wick. For an older one, I'd probably say something like The Raid, maybe, or like Old Boy, or just something that's fun, like Captain Underpants movie, because I went to go see that in theaters when it came out, and it was pretty fucking fun. Not gonna lie. Or Peanuts, or something like Peanuts. Because the Peanuts movie, that was also pretty fun. You know, just a movie that doesn't like take itself too seriously, but it still has like messages. It's like a kids movie, like a good kids movie or an action movie. Like a good kids movie, like Darby the Wimpy Kid or the Captain Underpants movie. Those movies are pretty good because they're just fun to watch, even as an adult. And something like a good action movie is fun, but I just love watching like how choreographers just make every fight scene so lively and so just like action packed and all that. It's just action movies is fun as hell to watch. No, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But that's also to say I'm not really much of a I don't really watch movies all the time. I could have to be in a mood to go watch movies, especially in theaters. Because like, a lot of movies, a lot of new movies at least, don't really appeal to me because they have a lot of like, I wouldn't say the same humor, but they have a lot of similarities. A lot of them just pull humor from the other and expect to kind of work. And overall, the movie market right now is just kind of bland and oversaturated. It's kind of like, I think I'm fine just sitting this one out for a bit. But when there's a movie that catches my attention, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go watch it. Like John Wick 4, the Super Mario movie. But no, anyways, those movies are like, there's like certain movies that can get attention, like get my attention, right? And right now, the movie market's just like, it's movie after movie after movie is coming out. And I'm just like, I really don't want to watch this. Alright. This is the rally event, so I can smash into walls and other drivers and not get the penalty for it. So notably, this track is 246 is longer. I think we've seen this one before, but 246 is longer, but it's let me see. It's longer, but it's not by that much. But it's still longer, so it's like just 2 laps. It's not that bad. It's just, you know, down under like 2 or 3 minutes. More like 3 or 4. Anyways, I'm kind of dominating this championship right now. Except for Apricot Speed Race. Oh, sorry about that. Except for Apricot Hill Speedway. We don't talk about Apricot Hill Speedway. Because that track is cruel. Anyways, I could probably just skip the next race, but I don't want to do that. I want to actually drive on these tracks and see what happens. El Capitan. Okay. I think this is actually the first time we're seeing El Capitan outside of license test and rally tracks. So they're gonna be pretty interesting to see 6 people on a race track. So let's see what's coming up soon actually. Oh, the Classic Games Fest is coming up soon. In case you don't know, Classic Games Fest is a pretty big gaming convention here in Texas. It's probably the biggest one, but you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've never actually been there before. I remember, at least for last year, I saw the poster for it right as it was ending on the weekend. So I didn't even know it existed until like a couple years ago. But now that I figured out about it, I'm going with a friend who's also a retro game collector nerd like me, and we're gonna go see what we can do. and it'll be the first time actually going to a pretty big convention. Because I've been to a convention before, but it was smaller. It was, it also had games there, but it was more like sci-fi or stuff like that. You know, I'm fine just hanging out there, but personally, or not sci-fi. It was more like pop culture, like comics, action figures, Pokemon cards, and stuff like that. You know, it's stuff I'm not personally interested in, but I'm still fine just hanging out. And I remember at that convention specifically, me and a couple of friends of mine, we did this little challenge where we had to do trade-ups, where we traded from a pen up to anything we could get. And I got stuck on a Japanese N64 copy of Mario Party, and no one else got anything better. So I managed to win that somehow, and apparently the Japanese copy goes for like $10. I don't really know how that happened, but it just kind of did. Especially since a couple of the vendors there were just like, I don't do trades. No, we don't take imports. We don't, just get out of here, man. But, yeah, we did that trade-up challenge. I think we're doing it again, but I don't know if I want to actually do that again. You know, it's fun, but I just kind of want to enjoy myself at the convention. I don't really want to... Sorry about that. I don't really want to, like, be worrying about just trading it for a competition, you know. I just want to enjoy myself. Along with that, though, there's also stuff like there's tournaments at Classic Games Fest. At least from what I could tell. And that's going to be pretty cool. Because I joked about it, but I legitimately want to compete in some tournaments. Even though I'm probably not going to do well, you know, I just want to compete in tournaments. And I remember specifically there's one guest there. There's one guest that me and my friend are both interested in seeing how it plays out. Phoenix Resale is going to be there. And in case you don't know, Phoenix Resale, he's a video game reseller. And I don't like resellers. And neither does my friend. Because both of us believe people like Phoenix Resale are kind of ruining the game market. You know, driving up prices and stuff like that. It's pretty much a pain in the ass for anyone that's trying to collect games on the cheap. Because video game resellers just barking them up so people believe that they're going to be more expensive. Prices go up in general, and it's just, oh, it sucks. But now that he's there, it's going to be interesting to see how his guest appearance is going to play out. Because I don't know if you know this, but Phoenix Resale is not well liked at all. He's actually pretty hated. So it makes me interested in seeing, it makes me and my friend interested in seeing how his guest appearance in Classic Games Fest is really going to play out. But for now, I'm trying to stop collecting games for a bit. I need to start saving up money for Classic Games Fest because it's probably going to be expensive to actually go there. It's actually $35 a ticket right now. That's pretty expensive. But either way, I'm gonna go, he's gonna go, and we're gonna save him some money. Okay, so maybe a car like this, maybe a car like the, what's it called, the fucking, the Lancer actually probably would have been good for this. Sure, we're not able to go fast, but it can take turns at least. Yeah, I think the Lancer probably would be a better choice, so specifically Apricot Hill and El Capitan are going to be tracks you're going to have to go back to, which suck, but it sucks that I didn't want to get it all first try, but, you know, it's whatever. I think I'll do these tracks specifically off camera, but whenever I do get the prize card, I'll be sure to what's it called? Show you guys. I'll be sure to show you guys it. I'll be sure to show you guys the prize card. So let's see. I think Sukaba, this is gonna be interesting. But I think if I just abandon this race, I could actually I think I've actually just abandoned the race. I could actually just what's it called? Take the championship because you get 1 point at least for you get 1 point at least just for placing last, which would kind of happen if you abandon the race. And even then, the worst case scenario, the S2000 up front would have to place first. And I'm not placing my money on him placing first, you know. Tsukaba's just like turns after turns after turns. I don't know if this. I actually think I might place last legitimately, just because his car can't really handle tracks like this. Or it's not suited for tracks like Tsukaba. It's such like twisted turns. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I got a message, but let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Sorry about that. Friend of mine was asking if I can mod his 2DS because I think I'm the only one in my friend group so far that really has access or like ease of access. I mean to modding because I have a SD card reader. I mean like specifically. Pretty sure older computers have an SD card reader, or like older laptops. But you know, if you want to have ease of access to a mod, you probably want to just like just change it to. I lost my train of thought. Let me see. Let me see what I was talking about. Also kind of just focusing on the race because this is like definitely a track where commentary is going to probably be on the secondary, especially in a car like the CN. Because as I've learned and as you've seen, this car is definitely not meant for tracks with lots of twisted turns like Tsukaba. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's bad, that's bad. Oh, what the hell? He said I'm off the track. We're still off the track a little bit. I don't know if you could see that, but like the yellow blob that was there, that was just off the track completely. I'd be fine taking third here. Although that means I have to come back to 3 tracks now. I mean, kind of see why I need to come back anyways. This car is definitely not meant for twisting turns. Or maybe I just need to put upgrades on it. Actually, I don't think you can throw upgrades on the CN, actually. Because it's a concept car. But that's besides the point. I took home the championship. And I took home the championship, which means I get an extra 20,000. Should be, there you go. First overall, the tuning car Grand Prix. Actually, I don't remember actually if you need to. I don't remember if you need to place first in all the events or if you just need to get first overall in the championship. I guess we'll see. Nope, first overall in championship. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, and the prize car is the Nissan Option Stream Z 04. Probably the most vibrant looking car we've gotten so far. But that's okay. Let's see. Let's go take a look at this car we just got. So let's see. It'll probably be towards the back. There we go. Option, Nissan Option Stream Z. This thing looks pretty good. Pretty good stats. Sells for about that. Yeah, maybe not the best car, but that's not the point. It's the thought that matters. Well, it's not even thought, really. It's just, it's a good car. It sells for a decent price. Probably not going to sell it. Probably will use it to go wrap up the championship tracks I couldn't beat. With that, though, I will see you guys next time in the NA Cup, I think was what it's called. I don't know. We'll see you next time.